Hello and welcome to Nan Loves Food. My name is Anne and I am here today to show you a very easy recipe. At least, I hope I am. So this is an experiment that we are going to go on together. A ride we'll go on together and we'll see. So I found this recipe, we're using that term very loosely here, on Kendra Adachi's Instagram. So she is the Lazy Genius. If you're not familiar with her work, her book is seriously life-changing. It was one of those things that it just sparked a ton of aha moments for me. So I started following her on Instagram after I read the book, and she shared this on her IGTV. So the recipe is 1 pound of pasta. She actually calls for 3 cups of tomato product, but this is 2.5 cups, so we're gonna work around that. She also calls for some water, which instead of water, I'm actually going to use this Better Than Bouillon roasted garlic base, because that can't hurt anything. Yum. And then one of my great life hacks is to, whenever you are browning off either ground beef or sausage or anything like that, always double, triple, quadruple your recipe and freeze it in little baggies. So this is a pound of ground Italian sausage that I will add to the end. So the idea is this is a baked pasta. We're actually gonna try it today in the Instant Pot Gem, which is a multi-cooker. It's a slow cooker. We're gonna see if we can pull off the same thing. So if we can actually make a full pasta meal and not have to stand over the stove waiting for water to boil, this will be absolutely my new favorite thing. So she says it works. We're gonna trust Kendra, and if it doesn't work, we learn something, and if it does work, this is the easiest dinner of all time. So let's get started. I just set the multi-cooker to 40 minutes at 400 degrees. We will add our 1 pound of rigatoni. I'm sure penne or several other types of pasta would do just fine. Rigatoni was just calling to me on the shelves today. And we dump 2 cups of water. To make this broth, we're gonna need about 3 teaspoons of this Better Than Bouillon roasted garlic base. So I'm just gonna add that to the last 1.5 cups of water, mix that up together and throw it in the multi-cooker. I don't know if I said, but I do have this on bake. Today I'm using the Newman's Own Organics Marinara. I don't actually know that I've had this one before, but I always love that 100% of their profits go to charity. And honestly, most of the Newman's Own products I really like, so we'll give this a go. Always add a little bit of extra water to your empty jar and shake it around to get all of the goodness off the side of the jar, so none of it goes to waste. We're gonna do a couple of grinds of Himalayan pink salt and a little bit of half and half just to make things happy. All right, everything is pretty well submerged, and that's it. How's that for no active cooking time? I love it. So I went ahead and put the lid on. We're gonna let that bake for 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back and add in the sausage and give it a stir. All right, so we are at the 30-minute mark, and you might say, Anne, are we really at the 30-minute mark? It looks like only 10 minutes has passed. Well, apparently with this fancy new appliance, it doesn't actually start counting down until it hits temperature. I didn't think that's what we were looking for here. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. Ooh, we're a little burny on the bottom. The littlest bit of scalding happening, but I think that's just flavor. I do think that was just about the right amount of liquid. The pasta is holding up nicely. I was concerned that maybe it wouldn't be. Now, this Italian sausage is still a little on the frozen side. No worries, it'll heat up just fine in here, I'm sure. I'm changing my mind. I'm gonna add another 1/2 cup of water in here just to make sure that the bottom doesn't get burny. That's a technical culinary term, burny. So we're just gonna let this go for another half an hour, let the sausage heat through, and then it's dinner time. Okay, so the slow cooker is making a lot of noise and it's making me nervous. I think it's too hot, so I went ahead and just turned it off. There will be plenty of residual heat to finish warming that sausage through, but I dare say we may have a success on our hands, which is amazing. My business coach always tells me that you either have a success or a good social media post. And so I think this is actually a success, which we'll probably make a good social media post out of anyways, eh? So while that is finishing up, heating through, I'm just gonna make us a quick side salad. So I actually have a little lettuce left in my garden. I keep it in one of these Rubbermaid produce containers. So I washed it as soon as I picked it from the garden, and it has a little tray down here that helps keep it dry-ish. But I also put a paper towel on top because there's just a lot of water involved when you really have to wash all of the dirt off of lettuce, because real food comes from the dirt. So I'm just gonna take my lettuce. We're gonna use this Brianna's Homestyle vinaigrette, which is one of my absolute favorites. A little bit of Italian cheese will keep on a theme. I'm gonna have some marinated artichokes on mine. And for a little crunch, some Americano almonds, which are absolutely delicious if you've never had them before. All right, so other than a few small casualties with burnt noodles, this looks absolutely amazing. So let's go ahead and give it a try. And when I say burnt, it's not actually that bad. It's just a little crispy, a little crunchy. The pasta is perfectly cooked. I was actually a little concerned when I was cooking it because the garlic smell was kind of overwhelming. So using that garlic stock, I was like, ooh, did I just over garlic things? And I didn't. It's really good. There is literally no easier recipe in the world. This is amazing. And I honestly cannot wait to try out this strategy with a bunch of other types of sauce, because I think if we can cook pasta this way, the possibilities are literally endless. So I'm so excited that this worked. Thank you so much for watching today. If you are into easy weeknight meals, please give us a like and subscribe to Nan Loves Food. We would love to have you as part of our YouTube family. Thanks so much for tuning in today. We'll see you in the next one.